I'm excited to be welcome on one of the top rising prospects in 2022 and TJ Caldwell. What's going on, today, bro?
Was good.
Not much, man. I mean, for a lot of guys right now, you're in the 2022 class. Obviously, basketball hasn't been going on as usual, but you haven't been able to start talking to coaches now for a couple of weeks. What's this whole recruiting looking like the past few weeks?
It shot up a lot from the last period. I got a couple more coaches calling me that night, and coaches still contacting me right now today.
That's big time. And right now, you're sitting with offers like Oklahoma State, Oklahoma, Nebraska, SMU, Tulsa. What's your relationship like with some of those programs?
I have a big relationship with OSU because I train with Cade, and me and Cade's brother have a relationship.
That's awesome. And you talk about something like Oklahoma State. We know what they were able to do. Obviously, all the guys still came back. But when you look at a program that might have stuff off the court, FBI issues, what kind of goes to your mind when you see that?
I really don't pay attention to it because I know what kind of people they are. So
Mm-hmm.
I just let that. Yeah, I don't really pay attention to it.
And you obviously talk about how Cade's going out there. They have one of the top, if not the best recruiting class in the country this past year. When you see a program land the kind of guys that just landed, how much more appealing does that make a school like Oklahoma State?
It doesn't really change it. I'm really looking for what best fits me, and not really looking at the recruiting class or how good it is.
You mentioned Oklahoma. Obviously, they're another school that's in the mix. They have offered you. What's your ball like with that program?
Recently I haven't really got the chance to have a bond with him, but
Mm-hmm.
we've been talking more and we're building a bond right now. I'm planning that would probably be my first visit when after all this Corona stuff goes away.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And you also have schools like Nebraska, SMU, Tulsa in there. A lot of schools are either near or really close to home or somewhere near home for you. What would it be like to kind of stay relatively close to home when it does come time to commit?
It would be good, but like I said, I'm really looking for a school that best fits me, and if home fits me, then that would be perfect.
Mm-hmm. I can imagine some schools also in the mixture for you that have yet to extend the actual offer to you or still talking to you. Who's some of the schools that you've seen, some of the most interest that have yet to offer you at this point?
Texas, BYU. I've talked to Minnesota. I talked to Kansas a while ago, and some more schools.
And you are still kind of underrated player in terms of rankings, in terms of high profile. What do you think you're kind of missing? What do you think is going to be that one thing that you could add to your game? It's going to really start taking the game to the next level and have everything skyrocket.
I think I could add more of like a mid-range game, more of like a passing ability to become more of a one. Because wherever I play, I kind of play like bring the ball up and stuff. So I think if I can just be more of a playmaker, then I'll shoot my game up.
I said earlier, it's been a couple of weeks and I coach to start calling you. What was that first night though, and the first day like? How busy were you?
I was busy pretty much the whole day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When did the first call come in for you, and who was it?
I know the first text was Rio Grande, and the first call was I can't remember. I have to look.
Mm-hmm. Did you get stuff at midnight, or did you wait till the morning to start responding?
Yeah, Rio Grande texted me at midnight.
Gotcha. And so now it's been a couple of weeks. I'm sure to a degree, it maybe isn't as busy as that first night was. How have you kind of got used to it? How has it been just being able to talk to coaches?
It's been I've gotten used to it. You just have to get used to like answering every phone call because you never know what it is. So
Mm-hmm.
I just answer every phone call from now on.
Being able to kind of get to know these coaches to a degree, what are you kind of feeling for yourself? What would you say would kind of be a dream type of coach in terms of personality, in terms of what they've accomplished? I mean, just tell us what the dream coach would be like for you.
Dream coach would be like for him to be my coach and more like not my friend like on the court, but my friend off the court. So like still get on me and like hold me accountable for stuff.
As you talk about like coaches, I know something that's kind of attractive to guys would be if it's a player's coach, a guy that's done something that you eventually want to do in terms of playing the NBA. We know there's a lot of coaches like that now. What kind of appeal does that have when you see a coach accomplish something that you ultimately want to accomplish someday?
It definitely boosts it because I know they have experience and they can teach me through all the stuff they learned in that process.
No doubt. And one big thing I know you would have wanted to really be a part of would be obviously AU this year. It's another way to obviously boost your stock. What were you wanting to be able to go out there and improve this past year if you were able to go play at Team Griffin?
This year, I feel like this year was going to be big for me if all this stuff didn't go down because I was really going to prove I was one of the top kids in 2022.
And you're obviously going Team Griffin this year. How excited were you to go join them and why did you choose Team Griffin?
I was very excited. I didn't know when I got there. I didn't know if I was going to play 17s or 16s. I decided 16s, but I think if we ever play again, I'll play 17s.
Gotcha. And when you talk about just AU as a general, obviously it's not going to be necessarily playing this year. Maybe we don't know exactly what's going to be doing to us, but a lot of people obviously know you've been stuck at home to a degree for the past few months. What have you really locked in and really worked on the past few months to get better at?
I've been in the weight room, and like at my school, we have like 3 day a week workouts. So we just go up there. We do weight room first, then we do skills, and then we just get like scrimmage. So I've been working on my three a little bit, getting it better. So
That's big time. Let's kind of talk about your high school career so far. You also had a pretty great year last year. But how about your freshman season? You're also at Lake Ridge. Take us to that first year, kind of getting used to the high school feel.
it was good. At first, I was feeling it, and then at the end, it started to slow down a little bit. But I really got to feel like playing with older guys because I played with older guys my whole life, so I was really used to it already.
You have a 25-10 record. You guys made a couple rounds into the playoffs, and you also felt it obviously was time to move on to the next option, next school. What led to that decision to originally transfer to Sunrise?
It was one day on Twitter, the coach had followed me, and he was from Dallas, Coach Rod, and I had texted him, and then it just went up from there because Buff, he had told Coach Rod about me, and then we was just texting through there, and then I decided to go like at the end of the summer.
Take us to the first few months out there and just kind of how everything went down to obviously land you back in Texas.
Mm-hmm. At first, it was good. Like you basically all the time you down there, you in the gym and stuff. And then school, it was just really personally reasons with my family and stuff. So I just decided to come back down.
You make the move back down to Texas, as I just said, and you join a team that is loaded. We know obviously Jordan, Trae. You also have a bunch of other great guys like Dallas on the team. What went this decision? Why'd you choose them?
At first, I was leaning towards Duncanville, and then Dallas had told me about Faith Family, and I didn't really know anything about it. But I knew everybody there, so I knew it was probably going to be a good fit.
You did mention Duncanville. I mean, how close were you to possibly going to Duncanville?
If Faith Family never would have popped up, I probably would have went to Duncanville.
Gotcha. And so you obviously spent the last year there. You had a pretty good season as well. Regional champions. Here's the year.
At first, it was rough because I wasn't there yet, and we had a national schedule, and we weren't really together as a team yet, so we was just losing a lot of games. And then it was this one game where we played Lincoln High School, and like I feel like the season flipped from there, and we just went on like a 13-game winning streak, and then that led us to the playoffs, and then we just kept it going from there.
They were coming off a season where they only had 7 losses all combined. You guys had 7 losses in December, as you said. What was it? What was it? Was it a single practice, or when did you guys finally throw it around and kind of click?
I think it was after one game we got beat real bad, and we realized we had to change stuff. So we had like a little team meeting, and then like the coaches always talk about effort and stuff. So we was just really taking it serious from that point on.
And you guys were a super young team. Pretty much all the guys I just mentioned are 2022 guys.
Yeah.
Who kind of stepped up in the locker room? Who was kind of the leaders that got you guys together?
It was a senior Isaiah LeBlanc and some Trae, yeah. But yeah, it was really like a team thing.
And you guys flipped that around, and you guys obviously put together the year you guys had. What did it feel like to kind of know that you guys went through the ups and downs and made it to where you guys made it to?
It feels good. It feels like that we know we can get through times, but we're not looking forward to go through that many losses this year.
Mm-hmm. And that was the thing that you guys obviously accomplished. You guys said, though, that you guys pretty much played a national schedule. You guys played a lot of the top teams in the country. What was that like?
It was a good experience, but it really didn't change for me because I'm used to playing top guys like that in the country. So, yeah.
Who would you say was your favorite game of the year?
Probably nationally, I would say Millennium because we was down big. I think we was down like 18, and then at half we just came back and we could have won, but I think we lost by like 4 because we had came back. So that was a good game.
Duran's obviously on that team. You guys play a lot of the top guys as well. Who would you say personally on the guys that you were able to match up on was probably the hardest guy or the best player you went up against?
Mm, hmm. I don't really know that there was a matchup, but I know Desert Vista with Jalen LeCue's little brother. They got us bad. I think they had us 22-1 in the first quarter, and we never really came back from that. So that was a pretty bad game.
And all you guys are 2022 guys. You guys are still going to spend the next couple of years together. What do you guys want to accomplish in the next couple of seasons?
I'm looking for 2 more rings. I know we didn't exactly get – I wanted 3. I know we didn't exactly get it this year. But I want 2 more rings, yeah.
And I'm sure you also possibly have some schools reaching out to you to play even at a larger scale. Maybe go out of state again to play at national prep team kind of level. Is that something you're going to consider again?
Huntington Prep has been hitting me up lately. And, yeah.
Do you think that's something you're going to consider down the road, or?
Yeah, it'd definitely be something I consider, but yeah.
Gotcha. And when you talk about your guys' bonds with you, Jordan, Trae, all you guys, how is your bond? What's it like playing with them?
Oh, we're tight. We've known each other basically all our lives. Because, I mean, we didn't play together, but we played against each other all the time. So it's just good to play with, like, old, like, rivals and stuff and finally get to play together.
You are in Texas. Obviously, this is a place that's known as one of the top, if not the best state in all of America. Where do you see Texas ranked up amongst everyone else?
I think we're the best. Like, we got guys like RJ and Tyrese and guys like that are league bound. So, yeah.
Couldn't agree more. And when you do look at like a top 3, top 5, what are the states you say are up in that group?
Probably, I know New York got some good guys. New York always got some good guys. Cali, and I'll probably put us in top 3, yeah.
For sure. And you do see, obviously, a lot of guys come out of Texas, make it to the NBA. I'm sure it's going to be a goal for you as well. What will it take for you to reach that point?
I think I just have to keep working hard, put everything else to the side, and just keep doing what I'm doing. I should get there eventually.
Who's some guys you kind of model your game after or want to kind of be like?
I model my game off of Cade a little bit because he's taught me some things I know. And one person in the league is probably John Morant. Just his dog mentality, how he carries himself on the court.
That's big time. And my last before I let you go is I know you're going to want to build a legacy for yourself, both on and off the court. By the time you step away from this game someday, what do you want that legacy to be?
I really just want to help as many people as possible. And, basically that.
That's big time, man. Well, I definitely appreciate you taking time to come on, my guy. Look forward to seeing what God got next week, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, talk to you later, bro. God bless.
All right, bet.